Guys, welcome back to my channel. So if you are first time watching my video or my channel, so let me welcome all of you guys. And if you're interested to know healthy recipes, health related informations, or anything that related with the health, nutrition and lifestyle, I will be sharing here as well. And any information like a positive sharing or positivity that I want to share, also I will be sharing here. If you want to know more further, if you're interested to know all this information, you can subscribe to my channel. And now let's go into our today's video. Our today's video is all about beetroot rasam. Rasam is a type of Indian soup that I can say, and also it has a lot of benefits such as it's boosting up your digestive systems, especially your Agni, and it also has some good antioxidants that being present because of the ingredients that we are using in the rasam. So if you're first time watching this video, you must try this rasam recipe, which is an Indian soup recipe. Then you guys going to love it. I believe some of you already hear about rasam, but about beetroot rasam, maybe you guys haven't heard before. Rasam, we have various types of rasam that among Indian culture, but some of the basic rasam that we all usually seen is the pepper rasam, crab rasam, tomato rasam, coriander rasam, and few other rasams that you be basically seen at outside or in restaurant, because these are something that I can say is cheaper and also very basic and more easy, and these are the very basic ingredients that we are using in the rasam making process. If you hear about beetroot rasam, we need additionally beetroot and certain things we have to remove from this recipe, so that is the reason it's very seldom people mentioning about beetroot rasam. So if you are a person who don't love beetroot, you really don't like to eat beetroot even after cook or as a raw, you must try this recipe, guys. Definitely you're going to love this recipe. And if you have any family members who don't love beetroot, please try this recipe and give to them. This is exactly going to taste like a rasam recipe. You're not going to really taste it like beetroot taste. Maybe the color looks like really reddish, like a beetroot color, because beetroot naturally present with a beautiful red color. Beetroot naturally is a good source of fiber, folate, manganese, potassium, iron, and vitamin C. It also helps in detoxifies the body, cleanse the blood, balance blood pressure, improve circulation, improve your immune system, and many more. Actually, I can just list down a lot of benefits that you can gain from beetroot. So straight away, I want to go into the recipes. I don't want to explain so much about the beetroot. I believe all of you also hear a lot of benefits about beetroot. If you want me to make a special video just for beetroot, I can make for you guys. And yes, the most important in this rasam recipe, you need beetroot. Yes, you guys need beetroot. Then after that, most importantly, you have to peel off. You have to remove all the peel or skin from the beetroot. Wash it, just chop it into small pieces. Then straight away put inside the pressure cooker. Pour 1.5 cup of water. Then cook in high pressure. I just cook it for just about 4 minutes only. And it depends on what type of pressure cooker you guys are using. If you're using a pressure cooker with a whistle, maybe you have to wait until 1 or 2 whistles first, because we want to make sure the beetroot is fully cooked and easily to be mashed. Then after you cook beetroot, you can pay attention to the other side, which is you can start roasting up your important ingredients. If you have already like rasam powder at your home, you can use that one. But I like to try from the scratch. The recipe from the scratch is really best, guys. You guys must try this way. This recipe exactly follow how I did. So what I did here is I straight away take about half to 1 teaspoon of black pepper, half teaspoon of cumin seed, half teaspoon of coriander seed, and 1 chili, which is dried chili. I roast it all of it together without oil. Just roast it. If you wish to prepare in a large quantity, I will let you know, just take equally like about 1 tablespoon size. You just take cumin seed, coriander seed, black pepper seeds, straight away put and roast it together. Then the dried chili depends on the spiciness that you wanted. since I already add on black pepper, which is about half teaspoon to 1 teaspoon. Actually, I put a lot because why? When I was taking out the black pepper, some of it already dropped inside the pan, so I don't want to remove it. That is the reason. So then straight away roasted it. Just let it to roast until you can smell some aromas, and also you can see some darkening spot that forming on dried chili and also on the spices. Like your spices become a little bit brown or getting darker brown, then it's time for you to off your stove. Then let it to cool down first. Don't straight away take it and blend it or anything. Just let it to cool down first. Then straight away go and check your beetroot. Just 4 minutes only I cook for it. So I straight away remove it and put the beetroot aside and keep your water. Yes, keep your water, because why? That water later on you're going to use for the blending, or else you want to pour additional water in your rasam later on, you can use that water, because that water contains some colors, some nutrients as well, especially water soluble vitamins. Then meanwhile, what I did here is I prepare some garlic clove. It's about 2 to 3 cloves is just enough, or you want to reduce garlic clove also can, or you want to increase the portion also can. I just use about 2 to 3 cloves only, because I'm just going to cook for 1 day servings only. Normally how I will prepare my garlic clove is normally I just crush it and peel off some of the skin. And here, yes guys, I have to let you know, I use smoked garlic. If you want to use normal garlic also can. This is what I have in my home currently, that's why I use smoked garlic. So now all my roasted ingredients already cooled down. It's time to use mortar and pestle to pound it. Okay, if you want to use blender also can, but I like to use a manual way, that's why I use mortar and pestle here. So let me pound it first. Then after pound or crush all my roasted ingredients into powder form, put aside. Now it's time to blend our beetroot. So beetroot I straight away blend using blender, which is I use the same water, the boiled water together to blend it first. So now what we're going to do is we're going to cook our rasam. So first thing is you can use any types of oil that you wanted. I'm using gingerly oil, I can say is sesame oil, which is Indian types of sesame oil. So I just pour about 1 tablespoon inside the pot. And my pot guys here, this pot is not a strong pot, it's a very light pot, that's why it's easily can cause my ingredients to be burnt out. So I have to always controlling the temperature of my pot. So once my oil is getting hot, I have to put my mustard seed. Once I have add on mustard seed, I straight away add on some garlic, some dried chili, some curry leaves inside, and also some cumin seeds. So all this I just measure about half teaspoon. Then let it to cook for a while, especially mustard seed have to be crushed out. So since I'm using a small pot and also my pot is a bit thin, it's not a good quality pot, so I can see all my mustard seed are crushing and bursting and just coming out, like jumping out from my pot. So it's all of my kitchen area become oily, so I was wiping around while cooking actually. So that's why like I keep on controlling my pot and also the temperature actually, otherwise you definitely going to burn all your ingredients, then you have to cook from beginning again. And also yes, I forget to tell you that actually it's not been seen in the camera, I think I've added some turmeric also here. The turmeric cannot be seen, but when you're stirring time you can see the turmeric is suddenly be present, because it's my spatula that I put on my stir fry is already covered the turmeric. That is the reason you can't see the turmeric. Suddenly it's magic happen, you see the turmeric in my pot. And after stirring all the ingredients in the oil, do you remember we have grind our rasam powder? Time to add on our rasam powder, and please reserve little bit of rasam powder, at least about half teaspoon, because later on before we take out the rasam from the pot, we're going to add it. Then after cook all these ingredients in the oil, it's time to add some tamarind water. Then add your beetroot puree inside the pot. And if you notice it's too thick, means please pour some water, the reserved beetroot water, pour that water inside and keep stirring. And if you notice, in this recipe I didn't use tomato at all, because why? This recipe we already replacing tomato into beetroot. That's why I don't want to use tomato. But if you wish to add tomato, you can add on. But please be remember, if you're adding tomato, please reduce your tamarind portion. If you're adding tamarinds about amla fruit size or gooseberry size, try to reduce into half, then the balance you add tomato. Then give a stir and leave it for boiling. Okay, in normal recipe, what we will do, rasam will have only one boiling will be happen, like suddenly will have a big boiling. Then we straight away close the lid and off the stove. This is what we will do immediately. But in this beetroot rasam, you can let it to boil for a while. And if you want to make it more simmer down, like reduce in the volume, also can. It depends on how much of thickness you wanted. And especially if you've done some mistake like pouring a lot of water, since your first time are trying this recipe, mistakenly pour a lot of water, it's okay guys. Let it to simmer down first, then only you can off your stove. And remember, we have additionally reserved some rasam powder. Before you off your stove, add on the balanced rasam powder and stir it and let it to boil for a while. Then after that, last one, which is I always forget, is salt. Yes, I've added about 1 teaspoon of salt, but I'm not sure how to measure the teaspoon size because my spoon here is a bit smaller. So I just letting you know it's a half teaspoon, but you add on the salt according to your taste. Don't add a lot. Try to add a little bit first, half teaspoon. Then after that, if you wanted to add on, you can add more. Then that's all. You can just straight away off your stove and enjoy your rasam. And this rasam, I eat it with some curd rice, some vegetarian anchovies, sambal, and also some mango pickles. And it's really tastes so good. And please try it at your home and come back and comment down below how is this recipe. And if you want to get more healthy recipes, more health tips, and more lifestyle information, more positive information, you can straight away subscribe to my channels. And I will see you guys in my other video. Bye bye guys.